Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to RIDG Talk, Season 2, Episode 5. I'm your host, RIDG Sween. Joined with me, we got the Roller Face and a very special guest today, Justin from the UU Normie Show. We'll tag all their stuff down in the description. Justin is here to defend the honor of anime because anime took some stray shots last week from the boys, specifically Officer Donuts, Dino Nuggies, and myself. And we're having this special episode talking about anime, so Justin and Austin can defend anime's honor. Justin, welcome in, dude.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I saw the bows you guys were throwing at anime last week, and
yeah,
I needed to try to say a few words if I could.
Yeah, I felt like Officer Donuts went pretty like just heavy on it and was just like trash. I felt like I was fairly reserved. I didn't go too deep into it.
For a little bit. For the first two sentences. And then you let it go.
Yeah, we let it rip. So we weren't even planning on talking about anime the last episode. I have no idea how it came up, but it was gold. It was probably one of our best podcasts we've had. So,
oh, dude, just to take the news out of anime, the best podcast.
Yeah. I guess we're anime podcast now.
You said you had to. Oh, welcome to the game, bro. Welcome to the anime game. You said you had a few topics that you had ready for it, right?
Yes. Like for one of them, Sween said that he would watch Dragon Ball Z, which is a very like foundational anime, but he calls it a cartoon.
To me, it's more on the cartoon side for me personally. I don't think a Dragon Ball Z is anime like as much. I know it is technically, right?
See, this might be a hot take from me about anime.
Okay.
I think that's one and the same. There's obviously American cartoons,
mm-hmm.
and then there's Japanese cartoons that we call anime. So I think it's completely fine to call anime cartoons just because the Japanese term for something that's animated is anime.
Yeah.
So if you call Dragon Ball Z a cartoon, then I'm completely fine with it. There's a lot of people who did very much disagree with what I have to say about that.
They're gonna be beating you up in the comments down there.
Oh, dude, they already do. They already do.
Yeah, so I guess that's my one technically anime I've watched, but that was like back when I was in elementary school. So.
Yeah, I mean that's what got me into it. Rollerface, was it something about calling it cartoons that you kind of didn't feel too good about?
Well, I see it as, yes, a Japanese cartoon, but when I think cartoon, I think like Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Regular show, Adventure Time, I see those as cartoons. I think it's the art style for me that really differentiates between cartoon and anime.
Gotcha. Because there's so many different art styles within anime itself too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think one of my big things is anime from Japan is mostly based on manga, and those have an unbelievable amount of stories. It's like saying you don't like movies. You might not like a type of movie, but I don't think you can just say across the board, I hate movies, or I dislike movies, or I'm not going to give movies a chance. Where
good example.
Cartoons over here are across the board trying to be a comedy, it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, and I know that I have a way to describe it, but it's like how deeply invested people get into it. Like it's like their whole life. Like that side of me, I'm like
typical anime person.
Yes, but like at the other hand, I was like, I guess that's kind of like me being invested in the NFL. Like I could literally probably name most of the Raiders players or just random people on NFL teams. Like I'm for no other reason invested into anime or into the NFL, but I know all the stuff. It's like I feel like that might be a good comparison.
I think what a big part about the culture around it kind of is the NFL. You'll find people who they'll mess with you. They'll razz you a little bit about, oh, you like the Raiders? The Raiders suck. But they're not genuinely calling you a bad person for not liking the Raiders.
Yeah.
I feel anime is a little crazier.
Yeah.
Maybe because the people got made fun of a lot when they were kids. But in anime, bro, if you say you don't like an anime that somebody else likes, they will come for your throat. And it is terrible. It's like super gatekeepy. And that's the biggest hurdle that I think most anime fans have to jump over. is other anime fans just being blatantly rude to someone who's never watched.
Yeah. I feel like it just goes pretty deep into all the different ones you could watch. And we've talked before, like, all right, I'll give it a chance. Like, I'll let you choose a good one for me to start. Still haven't done it yet.
You're good.
We need suggestions.
Yeah, I know, Sween, you were saying you might want to try Chainsaw Man.
It just looked cool.
Dude.
I watched Chainsaw Man. It's great. It's phenomenal. It's like a 9 out of 10. I don't know if I'd say first anime.
Yeah, that is not like, it is great. But if you don't really enjoy you're kind of iffy about anime at first, that is a interesting one to start off with for sure.
See, but I feel like my thing is, though, I'm not going to get that invested into it. Just like, even like for movies, I don't get, like for Star Wars, for example, not going to crap on Star Wars this episode, but
do what you got to do.
I just like how much people are into Star Wars and stuff. Like, I don't think I'm like that with any movie franchise. Maybe Jurassic Park, but even then, it's like, that's just like one of my childhood favorite movies. Yeah, but I'm not like into the lore aspect of stuff. So I might be an anomaly of people and just like to stir the pot and be a hater.
Huh.
We need haters. If there's not haters, how can you defend what you love? You know?
I mean,
my first one was Death Note. That was my first one. I'm really into the darker side of anime.
Your first anime was Death Note?
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, it goes down as one of the greatest anime manga of all time. So that's a great one to start with.
Wonderful.
So should I start with that one?
Dude.
Justin's thinking about this pretty deep, though. He's like, I got to make sure I give him a good one.
Well, like, what is a style of that he would like? Because that's what I'm wondering.
My thing is, I like to know what movies people like, what shows they like, what books they like to read, stuff like that. Because if you like more grounded, if you're into military films, then me saying watch Sword Art Online is not going to be the way to go for you.
I don't even know what you just said.
Exactly. There's so many different things. Like, you can watch Baccano, you can watch so many different anime that fit a style that you might like. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of up to the viewer. It's kind of up to the person what media they enjoy.
Yeah. I don't know. I think do they have any golf animes?
Oh, yeah. Birdie Wing?
They do.
Oh, Birdie Wing? Let's go. It's wild. It's like this girl, when she goes, she's really good at driving the ball. Mm-hmm. And every time she goes for a drive, she practices harder and harder. And it's a different like gun. Like, if she needs to go through tree branches, she goes to hit it, and it's like a rack and a 12 gauge into a shotgun, and then
okay. See, now you're piquing my interest a little bit on this one. Is this the one?
It's wild. It's a wild anime. It's so much fun. It's all about golf, and like this girl is using golf as a way to make money for her family. Because they have a bunch of debts to pay, but
sounds like
everything is.
Is this like a knockoff Happy Gilmore?
It's a knockoff Happy Gilmore with
the Japanese Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, with a hot chick and the gambling underbelly of Japan.
Okay, see that? I think I might have to start with this one. If I do end up watching anime, this might be the one.
It's
Happy Girlmore.
It's pretty Happy Girlmore, 100%. It's so good.
I'm gonna watch it and then change my PFP on Twitter. I'm gonna have my whole background. I'm just gonna go all in.
Oh. No anime girl profile pictures, please, dude.
I feel like that was a hot take I've had before, and people were like trashing me for talking smack about the PFPs.
No.
What? No, dude. Don't do an anime PFP, please.
I mean,
don't do it. RIDG Gaming turns into that one character in it, dude.
Yeah, we have a new mascot. Hey, if you guys have a PFP profile picture, don't come in too hot. It's a generalization.
Hey, you can do what you want. You can do. Everybody do what feels best for you, but we learn a lot about you by the profile picture.
True.
I can just say that. Yeah, I just think. Go for it.
I like romantic animes as well. Like wholesome, not like some people who are like, yeah, this is
Yeah, let's chill out a little. Hey, we're family friendly, bro.
Yeah. Oh, no, so you like Kaguya-sama? Like Love is War?
Erased, I started watching,
Okay.
and I have not finished it because I have not watched TV in like a good month.
Okay.
Yeah, but I need to start
Like
back up on it.
Erased, Toradora, those kind of just nice people
Yeah,
are
like
falling into a relationship and you're understanding the trials and tribulations of some
yeah,
people in their lives.
wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like anime it spans so many different things. There's super wholesome anime about just people living their lives and you get to follow along with them and pick and choose kind of what
Yeah.
relates to yourself. And then you have My Hero Academia where everybody has a
Yeah.
superpower and they're trying to overcome the world to defeat the villains. It's just such a broad scope, dude.
Yeah,
Anime
there's
is
just
so good.
so many variations and so many different genres to watch and take you on a different story every time.
Yeah.
Nothing's the same, which is awesome about it.
I think my favorite part about it today, and I don't mean to get like political, right?
Hey, please get political. Let's do it.
My favorite part about anime today is I feel like when I'm watching movies, when I'm watching TV, when I'm watching all the new like HBO shows that are coming out, they're really trying to force an idea down my throat. They're like, you should think this way.
Yeah.
It seems like every movie is pervasive with it.
Yep.
And anime, I think it's one of the big reasons why if you go into a Barnes and Noble right now, the comic book section is tiny. They got rid of so many comics, and the manga section has expanded because it's just good stories written by 1 to 2 people, and they care more about the characters, the stories, and the art style than they do about telling me what I should think.
Yeah.
And that's probably why I've moved so far into the anime camp is they just have great stories, and if it has a message, then the message isn't forced on me. They're not saying you should take this away.
Yeah.
It's just this character's going through it, and if it relates to you or if you learn something from it, awesome. But it's just this is a story that we wanted to tell.
Ooh, are you trying to convert me right now? Because that sounds pretty good,
bro.
It is. It's you can do a really good job expressing it and how anime is, but to actually like watch it for the first time and really enjoy it is the best feeling ever.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
We'll see. Once I watch Birdie something, we'll reconvene.
Hey yo, yeah, like there's a bunch of great. You bring up a good point. Demon Slayer is like a great onboarding show.
Yeah,
it's a kid who lost everything except for his sister, and he's gonna do everything in his power to make sure that nobody can hurt his sister. Yeah, there they are.
Yeah, this was
Nezuko and Inosuke
for me.
Somebody painted that for you?
Yes. Oh, that's
so good.
That's pretty dope.
And bro, that show right there, it's from Studio Ufotable, and they're probably doing some of the greatest animation on TV today. It's such a beautiful show.
Dude, if I was super into anime, there's a lot of tattoo possibilities from animes. Have you guys seen?
There's so many.
Have you seen Tin the Tatman's leg sleeve?
No.
Yes.
Dude.
Is it anime?
His whole sleeve is. Yeah, look it up on your computer right now, dude. It's like you're gonna go. It's like, and whoever his artist is like absolutely insane, but it's like it looks really cool. So I feel like there's some cool.
Oh, dude, that looks sick.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I am at the point where I don't. If I were to get converted to anime, I don't think I'd have enough room for any tattoos, which is fine because I'm more of American traditional style.
Yo,
Justin just got mind blown.
This man got. Wait, is this his? Is this Majin Vegeta and Future Trunks?
Is it the Dragon Ball Z one? Because I saw that one, but then I also saw an Eren Yeager on his leg for some reason.
He's like all the way up from his like ankles and calves all the way up to his outer thighs. And I think he has to do like the inner thigh next, and he's almost done.
Yeah, he's got Eren Yeager, Majin Vegeta. Dang, that's sick.
Sick, right? Like just like
There's
that is
giant possibilities.
the tattoo style and aesthetic just looks so clean with like that style of anime. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, just the style. The style is so nice. One of the cool things I think about the style is it looks so good, but it was also made entirely to be able to pump out as fast as possible. There's just a bunch of people in small rooms drawing
Yep.
all day, every day.
That doesn't sound good.
They're like doing their best. They're just pumping out drawings as fast as they can.
Is this legal?
Yes.
Well,
Well, I
well.
mean, it's in Japan, so you can never know.
they have it legal over there.
It is true.
Hey, say
3
less.
hours.
Yeah.
Another awesome studio is Studio Ghibli. I enjoy. Like Ponyo was one of them that I really liked, and
Yeah.
then Howl's Moving Castle.
Spirited Away, all
Yep.
that stuff. Yeah, those
I
are
really
all
enjoy that
Miyazaki joints.
Yeah,
Such a
and
good
the music from it. Music is great.
I have
So
a
soothing.
I have a boomer question. So is technically Pokemon anime?
Yes.
It is.
Yep.
Okay.
It is
so
a Japanese
I've watched
cartoon.
2 animes in my life.
Pokemon. Did you ever
Oh.
watch Digimon?
I remember it a little bit, but I don't know.
That's one. That's
You know what?
probably one of the first isekai.
I guess it's kind of weird that I don't like anime, but I do really like Magic the Gathering. I know that's like not really the same thing, but like you probably wouldn't expect for me to like Magic.
Just like nerdy things converging.
Yeah. I don't know. I always thought Magic was stupid. Then I actually played it. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Hey, that sounds like a possible anime seems stupid, but then it becomes cool situation.
Like, I actually have a lot of hot takes like that in my life. Another hot take is I never liked bacon since I was a kid. And I just recently started eating bacon like 5 years ago. I have no idea why. I think it was just I told myself I don't like it, so I just never had it again. And then I was like, oh, I actually do like bacon.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
I have you ever outside of golf, like what other stuff would you like to watch?
stuff I like watching. I do like watching a lot of crime documentaries. I like
Okay.
used to love watching Live PD. I know
Okay.
that doesn't really help out too much, but like shows wise, I like watching political shows. So like House of Cards was really good. I'm watching this new one right now. It's called oh gosh, it's the girl from. Oh gosh, now I'm just spacing on everything I'm thinking of. What was that the Russian show when there were 2 Russian during like the Cold War, the Americans? Did you ever watch
The
that?
Americans?
So I really like.
I haven't watched it.
I watched that show, which was really good. But then the lady from there, she's on this new show, and she's basically like going to be the next vice president or something. But
Gotcha.
I'm starting to sound like I like a lot of like political stuff.
There's a lot of stuff in anime that, especially the big things, that it's a normal story with a twist, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite political shows in anime of all time is all of Gundam. And Gundam, you look at it and it's a bunch of giant mech robots fighting each other with pilots. But the reason that they fight, and 90% of the show outside of the fights, is the political intrigue between mainly people who still live on Earth, who you would probably consider as like poor, and people who live in space. And the people in space are oftentimes looking down on them, even though everyone on Earth is growing their food. And it's cool because it'll often have the people in space that aren't the super high like presidents and leaders. They just don't know that life is great for them, and they're being mean to a bunch of people or forcing them into servitude. So you see from their perspective that they don't think they're doing anything wrong, and then the people on Earth who are trying to fight against them, some of them are just being way too rude. I don't know. It's cool because it's so politically focused, and then you get to watch massive robots beat each other up, which is just fun.
Kind of sounds like the 100 when they come back to Earth after they had to leave or whatever, and there's still people alive.
Yeah.
I never finished that series, but I really like watching that one too.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff like that. And then Mob Psycho 100 is made by Studio Bones, who's probably doing some of the best. One Punch Man. They did One Punch Man also, the first season. probably some of the best animation you'll see. And it's kind of a psychic cop situation where this dude, he goes around and he acts like he's this big bad psychic and he can do anything. He can save anybody. He has no powers. He's a con man, but he has this kid with him. And that kid, he can take care of the craziest demon, whatever. And he just walks around. He doesn't know how strong he is necessarily. And he's just wanting to be a better person. The whole show is just kind of learning how to be better for yourself and the people around you, and deal with friendships. And even though somebody's bad, maybe you shouldn't view them as terrible and bring them onto your side. But it's all in kind of a cop drama with psychic abilities.
That sounds pretty dope.
It is pretty dope.
Bro, they're so good. They're so good.
He's like simple-minded. He's super innocent seeming as a character.
All right, well, I'll leave you guys with this. Or not leave you, but Justin, I think I want to watch that the golf one just because it sounds funny. So would that be your recommendation for me, or do you have something else that you would recommend? I'm going to give you guys one show to recommend me to go watch, and I have to watch it, and then we'll have to circle back and we'll see if you guys can convert me to an anime guy.
So I think Birdie Wing would be funny, but if I had to recommend a show, because I would give Birdie Wing like a fun 6 out of 10. You know how you watch a 6 because it's fun and you can put it on the background. So I wouldn't recommend it as a show to get you into anime.
Okay.
But I would recommend Mob Psycho 100.
Mob Psycho 100.
I think it's on Netflix, so I think you'll be able to watch it there.
Netflix, that's perfect.
If it's not, I'll find something.
Roller, what would be your recommendation? I'll have to watch 3 different ones that have a good just, and they're all going to be so random too. I'm going to watch the Birdie Wing one because that sounds funny.
Well, Birdie Wing's awesome. That show's awesome.
What about you?
My recommendation would probably be Death Note, just because it's highly rated and it definitely plays a trick on your mind when you're watching it. You're very invested in it, even though you're not really invested. Like, you don't want to be like super into Star Wars or super into anime, but it gets you invested enough to enjoy the storyline.
Okay. That's a good intro for a lot of people too, right? You guys said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Playing it safe.
Don't watch it with your kid.
Yeah.
Don't watch it with your kid.
Not Death Note.
I don't want my son to grow up and have a PFP be anime, so he'll be off to the side.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a hot take?
Oh man.
It's not a hot. I mean, it is for the anime community, but for us, we're fine.
Hey, stir the pot, baby.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think Death Note's great too, especially since he was saying that he likes politics and detective stuff. That's all Death Note. That's the whole show.
Yeah.
All right. I got
and then you can get a tattoo of it.
Dude, get Ryuk on your... Oh, dude, that would be sick.
Oh, wait, there's one, like, you can look into it. You don't have to watch it, but you can just look at art of it and see if maybe in the future you want to watch it, because I'm pretty sure this one's on Netflix too.
Okay.
It's called Vinland Saga. Vinland.
Saga. Netflix.
And it is one of... I'm gonna go on a limb here.
Ooh.
It's one of, if not the greatest Viking story
ever
made for television.
And it's anime?
And it's anime.
Hey,
and this is coming from a guy who loves the show Vikings.
I love the show Vikings too. Like, this kind of intrigues me.
That's one of my favorite shows ever.
The art's really good too. The art's amazing.
So should I watch Vinland Saga before Mob Psycho? Or do the other one?
Should we go off of like...
I'm literally getting a whole Viking back piece right now. So
choose Vinland Saga instead of Mob Psycho. I love Mob Psycho, but Vinland Saga is absolutely phenomenal, and I think with the Viking back piece, it's right up your alley.
Okay. So now it looks like, all right. So I have 4 different animes to watch. I'll probably do I'll save Birdie Wing and we'll do Vinland Saga first because I have Netflix. Mob Psycho, and then where do I watch Death Note on?
Netflix.
Let's go. You guys make this easy for me.
You don't need to like Crunchyroll or Funimation.
All right, so I got my top 3 animes for me to watch. Now I'm going to put you guys on the spot. I want your top 3 animes all time.
I don't think I've watched enough. I've watched
as of now. What would be your top 3? And this is understandable if you haven't watched that many, but I'm going to put Justin in the hot seat.
I'll go first.
I want some clickbait.
I'll go first so you can think. So number 1 all time, just because I grew up with it, is Dragon Ball Z, specifically the Cell Saga with Future Trunks.
Okay.
Number 2, Hyoka. It's a pretty short slice of life anime. Not many people are gonna know what Hyoka is.
How do I spell that?
Hyouka.
Hyouka.
Yes.
Okay.
And then number 3. This is
about to be controversial.
I didn't expect this.
That's why
myself right now, but I'm talking about it. And Mob Psycho.
Oh.
Mob Psycho 100 is probably in number 3 right now.
Let's go.
All right. Okay.
Oh, Monster. No, 3's Monster. Monster. It's Monster.
Just Monster?
Yep, just called Monster. Also on Netflix for anybody who wants to check it out.
I'm making a list right now, so I'll make a note. Netflix. Need some clickbait.
Dude, you make an anime thumbnail, you're gonna get so much clickbait. You're gonna get double the regular views.
I'm literally just gonna be anime YouTube from now on if it keeps up.
Hey, if you need anybody to talk about anime, I got you, bro.
We got a lot of you guys. I won't have Dino come back on because he was very against it last pod.
Hey, perfect.
It could be, yeah. Maybe that actually be a good dynamic. All right, Roller. Top. What's your top? Of the ones you've watched.
Number 1 spot will be Death Note, because that was my first, and I just love the storyline, the genre that it's in. It's just altogether my favorite.
Okay.
Art is amazing. Pokemon XY is my second because I grew up on that. I loved Pokemon XY so much. I had all the cards. I memorized scenes from the episodes. It was definitely second. And then third, I'm going to have to do Howl's Moving Castle because of the artwork, the music, the overall style of how it was like animated and everything. Storyline's awesome. If you guys like more chill, romantic things, that is a definite one to watch for sure.
Okay.
It's pretty popular too.
I feel like those are some solid, some top 3s. I'll give you guys my top 3 for American cartoons since they're technically there, right?
They're anime.
They're anime. So
they're American, but
in Japan they call it anime. They call our cartoons anime.
I would have to say I would definitely put SpongeBob. Probably I don't know if that's probably we're probably going off the rails now, but like as a cartoon for America, like SpongeBob to this day is still funny to me, and it's just such a good show. I'd probably put that number 1. Number 2, number 3 are pretty close. But I'll probably put South Park as number 2. Just from I know it's not very family friendly, but like some of the stuff they do, got PC Principal, and South Park is funny because they just make fun of everything.
Yeah, it's so topical.
Comedy.
And number 3 for me is not going to be Family Guy, but American Dad. That show is hilarious to me.
So funny. Gotcha. So funny.
Gotcha.
That might have just told you about my personality too. So,
hey, it's a good personality.
American cartoons, South Park, Family Guy, American Dad.
All right. Well, it sounds like I got some shows to watch. Do you guys feel like would it be better to reconvene on this topic after watching one full series, or should I just go all 3, or like should we make a little series of me like going through the steps?
My personal opinion is like to start a show and finish it, because if you start going through too many, you'll watch some a lot and watch some a little bit because you don't like it that much, and then watch some just not at all. So if you start with one and stick with it, you'll have your best opinion.
Yeah, if you do if you just choose one, that's your first one, finish it, and then we can talk about it a little bit. I think that'd be sick.
All right, I'm starting Vinland Saga first.
Oh man, the new season just came out, just dropped a few months ago too.
Ooh, so
Now
should I just
watch it?
Should I just watch? Yeah, that's actually good. You could watch it too, so then we can have comparing.
Finger.
Oh, I was just saying, just do season 1.
Just season 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to watch. You don't have to watch it all the way through season 3.
Ooh, see, I like having multiple seasons. I can just binge watch
What
if I get into it.
Accidentally.
If you want to watch it, bro,
third season.
Do it. If you want to watch it, do it.
I just need to force. So okay, this is actually good because I just got a TV to put in my room. So maybe this will be a good opportunity to be able to watch more because I'm pretty bad at like watching shows because I'm usually editing or streaming or whatever. But I will definitely put some effort. I'm gonna do it this time. Starting off Vinland Saga, first anime officially.
Nice.
Will I get converted? You guys have to let me know down in the comments if I will end up liking anime or not and changing my PFP to something.
If it's a Vinland Saga PFP, it'll probably feel pretty fire though.
Hey, and no hate to the anime community. Well, I just love stirring the pot and talking a little smack. So I know Trevor will probably come in the comments and say something about PFP because I did that last time.
Probably.
I love you, Trevor. I love anime. Woo!
Oh.
Maybe?
Did you just hello?
Did you choose the L word?
8 letters?
Foreshadowing. I'm foreshadowing for you guys because I think you guys are feeling pretty confident right now.
I'm pretty confident.
I think you'll like it.
Well, Justin, I appreciate you hopping on over here with the boys. I think we should do more of these. This has been a lot of fun. I like doing these podcasts. So
yeah, thanks for having me. It was awesome being able to talk with y'all, especially about anime.
Maybe we'll start our own little anime series over here on Ridge.
Oh boy, that'd be amazing.
And then you can get your co-partner to come on here and we'll try to make him not cuss the entire time with some hot takes.
I'll have to talk to you.
All right, Roller, I appreciate you hopping on this one again. This is Ridge Game. Make sure you guys like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the boys, what the frick are you even doing? YouTube, we'll catch you later. Peace.